Hello everyone, this is Tyler here. It is March 26th today, another day, another week. Okay, big topic at hand here, and this is what are some common issues with dating that cross-cultural couples have? Firstly, I've had relationships in Chile and in Eastern Europe, so I have kind of a understanding of the issues and difficulties with cross-cultural relationships on a personal level and things that people can do to greatly improve the chances of success. First thing is the language. This is such a common and this is very well known issue that can be mitigated if one or both parties agrees to learn the same language. And this is actually goes a lot deeper than many people realize, because within languages there's emotions and there's more subtle areas that one can't perceive if they don't speak that language. There's certain kinds of humor and other messages that are often conveyed, and especially when you think of the dichotomy, the breakdown of a romantic relationship and how those more subtle things do make a difference. And this is one of the first major obstacles. So learn the language of the country that you're living in if you're from a foreign country. That's the main thing someone can do. When I lived in South America, I learned Spanish very well, and I got to a point where I could speak it very comfortably, to the extent that I can actually now understand it on a more deeper level that even I wouldn't have been able to do a few years ago. The next thing is understand religions and the importance of religion in the country that you're residing in, because living in a country that has a predominant religion is going to be very impactful on certain cultures. When you think of Iran, Islam obviously is their national religion, just as a country like Ukraine, their national religion would be Orthodox Christianity. And this definitely will make an influence and impact on the culture, especially, or on the relationship, especially if you're the person that's not of the same religion as this country. And especially if the two parties have two different religions. And one should be aware of this and how it impacts and affects the relationship, because when it proceeds along, if it does to marriage, that could have there could be issues down the road. The next thing is the impact of people around, foreign or family, friends, and especially immediate family, and their impact on the relationship, because some cultures really value certain involvement of family in day-to-day affairs with their children or grandchildren. So this definitely will impact the couple if one person is from a different culture. So they should be aware of how the family is in the relationship there. So that's especially so if you look at countries like in Latin America. Now the next thing is certain etiquettes or certain norms that people of one culture would expect. And perhaps if you come from a different culture, these norms may not be very common or not very utilized, or certain norms can be considered rude in some cultures. So it's definitely important to be aware of certain customary rituals or obligations that couples have. For example, in Russia, it's very common with couples that the guy opens the door and brings flowers and kind of takes this leader role in relationships. This is quite the norm. So that's important, because in more egalitarian cultures like Germany or USA, this obviously isn't so common nowadays. Okay, so give me your feedback below. These are the main areas to be aware of, and I'll do a longer video in the future that goes more into detail. Thank you.